nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Colorado Buffaloes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Buffaloes kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. And he's going to bring this one out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Making the adjustment. Here's Lewis to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes a deep grab. Racing to the right. At the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Colorado. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Turner. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. On the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He's changing the play. Third down from the gun, Lewis. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. He's got it way down the field. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying under the radar before, but now he's going to become a household name, playing wide receiver in the SEC. This is a conference that not only pumps guys into the NFL, people win Heisman trophies playing wide receiver in this conference, and this team thinks this guy's got an opportunity to be there in New York at the end of the year.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like, some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Motion from the wideout. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Keeps it on the option. Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the reels, takes it in for the score.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quick give. It's Turner. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Red pass, it's complete.
Well, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking for room. It's Turner. They were all over it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Under pressure. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Lewis. Still looking. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback changing the play. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. The field goal is no good, and the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Oh, he's got some space. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Throwing, Lewis. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top-5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top-5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
On the move. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. He's got the first down. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Well, it was an outstanding run by the back there, but how about the blocking? Not just by the offensive line, David. His receivers were downfield getting a hat on that, too.
Everybody getting in the action. 3rd down and 10, running the football, getting the first down. That surprised everyone in the building.
Here's Lewis to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. White 29. White 29. Level. Let's go.
Lewis. Oh, pressure's coming. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Straight ahead, it's Turner. Got to be smart patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The give to the back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Finds his tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it.
Well, going for it and getting it on fourth down, close to midfield, I think just gave this offense a ton of momentum. I'm curious to see what they're going to do here. Maybe take a shot and see if they can really seize and capitalize on all this good mojo now going their way.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking deep. Makes a catch at the 15. Into the house. Touchdown, Missouri! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. From deep, it's Bitonio. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Throwing, Lewis. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lewis to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Louisville, taking on the number 23 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Cardinals, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Trying to set the tone with the run. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Lewis to throw. They're all over him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box because he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Making the adjustment on the play. Lewis wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Unloads in the nick of time.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
And the Buffaloes will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Not a lot of room to field this one. Can they catch him? He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lets it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field. But interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Rush right in his face. Just got rid of that one.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Matonio. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set.
Sweep. Hydro. Right. Ready, go.
Lewis. Fires left. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Third and long right here. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best at...
Open field on the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to squeak through the pile. Touchdown, Tigers. With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Batonio. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throw it. Lewis shoots it to the left. Open on the left side is Smith. Breaks into the open on the left. At the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. RPO complete to open the drive. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. This time they'll throw it. Looking left. It's caught downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. The run inside. It's Turner. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. They give it back to him. Pass to 6. Across the 25, he's got room. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. He'll bring it out. It's Bitonio. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up of 6. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's Lewis to throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Changing the routes with his receiver. They'll send the back in motion.
Booster.
4th down, Lewis. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side is Staley. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. Deep in the end zone, it's Bitonio. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Lewis fires to the big fella. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo.
And in this situation, Wade, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Extending the play. Unleashes one. Out wide left, it's Smith. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Lewis, looking for the end zone. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Turns out it's more. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll move the wide receiver.
Booster.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Third down from the gun, Lewis. Looking down the middle. Hits the open man. Touchdown, Colorado! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Howie Rowe will give us an update on his condition. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. The give as they work on that clock. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right side, it's Staley. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Working that left side now. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hits inside. It's Turner. Down he goes.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. On the return, it's Bitonio. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, it's Turner. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give on the counter. Turning it on. The 50. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for a gap. It's Turner. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And he's brought down after a short gain.
And this is a moment with the lead late on 3rd down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Bucks. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Coming into this game, you just felt like which team has the ball last may win the game, and it feels like it's coming down to that now. A massive score for the offense. Under 2 minutes to play. The extra point is going to tie it. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to finish up.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And you can only call that run play here late in the football game, needing points, when you have all 3 timeouts. You just take one here. Nice job by this offense. They still don't have to be in that big of a hurry. Nice job managing their timeouts.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Caught at the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Run ends there. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Burrowing for yardage. There he goes. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll send out the kicker here. Timeout is called with just a single second left. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous